So here we are, we're in Berlin at the 2019 Stretch Festival, and you've kindly offered to answer a few questions about the Bonobo workshop that you did yesterday. So would you like to start by telling us your name?
My name is Aidrian.
And so I'll just ask a few questions.
All right.
What was your experience of being a bonobo and then being a chimp?
At first I was really curious of becoming a chimp after being a bonobo, but after a while I really longed back to the bonobo community.
That's kind of the second question. What was it like to return to the bonobos?
I found being a chimp interesting because it gave me a lot of structure. It was clear what the rules were, whereas in the bonobo community, it took me a while to figure out the rules. What are the rules? What are they? And but that was about the only thing I liked about being a chimp. So returning to the bonobo community felt like, in a way, coming home, even though there might not be the same structure again. But it felt warmer, nicer. Yeah.
What point in the workshop evoked the most positive emotion in you? And can you label what that emotion was?
It was when, at a certain point, one of the signs that we would make as bonobos if we were hungry was rubbing our tummy, and there were two of us, me and another bonobo, and we were both hungry, and then we were fed by two other bonobos, and that was really touching. I felt like, oh wow, there's enough for everybody.
And what point in the workshop evoked the most negative emotion in you? Can you label that emotion?
That must have been in the chimp. There was a particular point where another chimp, whom I also happen to know as a person, was being given the lowest number, and I felt like, oh shit, now I will have to hit him, punish him, whatever, because that's the rules, and that felt shitty. That felt really shitty.
What point in the workshop brought you most out of your comfort zone, and what did you feel?
I think that might have been the same moment. And I felt out of my comfort zone because I thought, oh my god, and I'm doing it, and that was so scary. Even though it was scary. Scared myself.
What point of the workshop was most beneficial to you?
The part where parts where the bonobos were either comforting each other or hiding together for the rain or the thunderstorm. That was lovely because there was still there was a bit of fear, but there was also this incredible community and play and we kept on playing, and that was wonderful. I really liked that.
What was your experience of physical touch when you were a bonobo?
It felt very playful. There was a moment when another bonobo was having his foot in my crotch on my penis, and I was like, okay, this is sexual, but it's also not. It's also playing. This is how we do it. You just go, and that felt like really liberating. That there's this kind of physical contact that can be both sexual and not sexual at the same time. I really liked that very much.
And what was your experience of physical touch when you were a chimp?
I wouldn't even call it physical touch. It was so much about, like, the mental aspect of it was so much more. It was just, touch was just an instrument to punish or to protect yourself. It was almost didn't feel like I was touching or I was being touched. It was an empty kind of touch, I'd say.
What was your experience of belonging and connection?
In the Bonobo, part in the Bonobo area, I felt I was really part of a community, and that even though sometimes there were couples or three bonobos together, I could still feel connected. Yes, and the connection in the chimp area was more based upon hierarchy. So my connection was to the ape, or to the chimp below me and the chimp above me. That was the connection. To watch out for, and to punish. It's another kind of connection.
And what was your experience of competition and aggression?
In a way, what shocked me was that it felt so normal. Once there's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 order, let the violence begin. It was almost like, yeah, that's the way it works, and that was so the normality of it was what shocked me the most. Not the beating so much. That's fine. You could do that in a playful way as well, but the normality of it.
And what did you learn about yourself?
That I'm really willing to accept rules, even though these rules might not be beneficial to myself and others. That's and also what I've learned about myself is that if I let go the idea that I need rules or I need structure, that I can be so much more, if I can be at peace with my insecurity because of a lack of rules, a whole world of love making and peace opens up. So that's what I've also learned, that maybe my need for structure is something I'm made up in. Yeah.
What did you learn about bonobos?
That they're crazy, but the kind of crazy that the world needs more, the crazy playfulness, and that they're they're fun to hang out with and be. It's fun to be a bonobo. Yeah.
How far will the workshop experience help you in your interaction with others, or not?
What I really want to try doing in the coming weeks is see if in my workspace there's chimp-like behavior, and how I can first acknowledge that I'm also in that structure, and then see if I can move to the bonobo part more. I have to figure out how, but I think it's worth seeing. Oh, am I playing according to the rules now because I'm afraid of a lack of structure, and if so, could I do with a lack of structure and be more open and be more vulnerable maybe, and be more sexual, love-making? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tempted to ask what your workplace is, where you could be more sexual. If you wanted to, how would you carry the bonobo spirit into your life after this? Maybe you just answered that.
Let go of structure, and go for what is really important for me, and I think for a lot of other people as well, which is being connected peacefully, playfully, sexually if you like it, more touch, less talking, more freedom, less structure.
And what advice would you give to someone thinking of doing the bonobo experience?
Do it, because it's the best biology lesson you'll ever have. You'll learn so much on so many levels about biology, about our human evolution, history, etc., etc., and about how we humans have created a world that's maybe not very beneficial in the end.
And last question, how could we improve the workshop?
I'd almost say by making it a little bit longer, if that's possible. I don't know. I'm tempted to say more structure, but that would be really contradicting everything I said. But not so much structure. Maybe it would have been nice to have a little bit more time to share and to sort of go a little bit deeper in ourselves. Maybe meditation. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
And maybe I should mention that the workshop we're particularly talking about was a 90-minute workshop within the
absolutely.
festival.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much for your input.
You're welcome.